Hey there, this is Ethan Southern with Key Consulting Services. Wanted to take a little bit of time and show you how the Zoom to Attribute, also known as the ZTA tool works. You can click it, you can find it down here at the bottom in GAMAweb. If you hover over it, it'll tell you Zoom to Attribute. Once you load it, you'll notice at the very top here, one thing you can do is you can move this around if you want to, kind of place it around on the window. Another thing you can do, you can also minimize this, so while you're in the tool you can actually close it to give yourself a little more real estate. Just click back on it, it'll open back up for you. One of the first things you might notice is this little microphone button. Right now this is referring to as the as of query. If you look down at the bottom right, you can see where the CAMA as of date. So typically we are pulling information on a nightly basis from your CAMA system. This just allows for quicker result sets, so you'll see that in just a moment. If you want to, you can switch it by just clicking somewhere on this tool, and it'll switch it over to a live query. And then this will actually go through our servers into your server and pull the information directly from your CAMA, allowing you to do edits now, and then a little bit later you could come back here and actually see those results by going to live. But you will notice that it is a slower query to be able to execute, but if you need that, that is available to you. So let's go back to the as of query. At the moment we've got standard and sales. We plan to add more information here, but we're going to go with a standard at the moment. We can drop this down. We can choose several different columns of data that we want to execute this query against. First, we're going to go ahead and choose tax district. You can choose starts with, contains, equals. We're going to choose equal. We're going to choose show all. This is going to get a distinct list of all the values out of your tax district table. Once this opens up, let's go ahead and click on tax district 6 here, and we're going to go ahead and click search. I'm going to go ahead and also click show in tables, and we'll explain what cluster means in just a moment. Once I click search, this is going to open up. You're going to see the clustering. Clustering basically allows us to have these little bubble windows that come up instead of cluttering the map up with all the information and trying to show parcels and just being a big blob of information. This way we can allow you to look at this information. As you zoom in a little bit tighter, it's going to, once you get down to a certain level, it'll actually show you the parcels. But if we bump back out, you'll see the bubbles again, the clustering. We go back further out and they'll recluster. And it just allows you to classify. So that means that there's 118 that's there. There's 5 in this area, and you can actually click on that number if it's below 50. And you can see the little blue dots. It'll show you actually where they're at, and you can scroll through that information. So very helpful there. The show in table is just what you think it might be. Down at the bottom, you'll actually see all that information to you and accessible. You can actually sort these columns, ascending, descending. You can do that to all the different columns. You can even do some other things like export it out to CSV, show and hide columns. So a lot of information. You can even filter by the map extent. So as you zoom into areas, this table will actually show you only the tables that represent what you see in the map. So we're going to go ahead and close that. You can see that it took 2.3 seconds to execute that query. We can see information here. I can zoom in a little bit tighter. Again, we can see that parcels. Again, 2.3. Let's do the same thing real quick. We'll wrap up this session. I'm going to go to live. Standard query remembers all my information. I just click search. Once this happens, it is going to take just a tad bit longer because we're actually pulling that information directly from the CAMA system right now. And as it comes back, it lets you know, and as you can see, it took a little bit longer, but if you needed live information, it's very important. Thank you for watching this video, and have a wonderful day.